What up everybody, it's your boy Gaming Forte back at it with another Anthem video. So we're about to talk about the brute strength, the powerhouse, the Colossus. If brute strength is what you want, but still want the ability to powerhouse anything that comes in your way, the Colossus Javelin is for you. Bigger and bulkier than any other javelin, the Colossus still has great offensive abilities and weaponry for any occasion. With its focus on damage mitigation and explosive power, the Colossus is a favorite among freelancers who prefer a brute force solution to their problems. Whether you need a straightforward approach for a mission or you just like a little roomier fit, the Colossus is an amazing addition to your javelin arsenal. So now that we got the introductions out of the way, let's talk about this javelin's weapons. So the Colossus cannot use the two smallest weapon types, which is the pistol and the SMG. But hey, that's not a bad thing. Everybody else can use those. But this javelin is the only one that can hold the heavy weapons. So anything big enough to go boom, this javelin can handle it. Now let's talk about melee abilities, because guess what? If you get hit by this melee, it feels like a full-size original tank dropped its barrel on top of your head. It's called the heavy smash. The Colossus can use its massive chassis as a weapon both in the diving smash attack from the air and hammering melee attack. This not only clears out smaller enemies instantly, but has a chance to knock down foes and leave them open to follow-up attacks. And I'm not gonna lie guys, every time I look at this melee, it just seems like someone just took their hand and just squashed a fly. This is just crazy. This thing just explodes right on contact from the heavy smash that it gets put on by the Colossus. Now guys, I know I made a big deal about this melee. It looks really good, it does, but guess what? Sometimes you can't get close enough to do a melee. That's why every version of your Colossus comes with an ordnance launcher. It's stock, baby. They don't charge you any extra money for it. It's just there when you need it. So this is the flavor text that they have, so I'm gonna explain it to you. It utilizes the incredible strength of the Colossus. These shoulder-mounted weapons can dish out punishment to enemies near and far, your choice. That is all I care about. Hey, we're in a year of opportunity and choices. Microsoft has done it. Sony's broke down barriers by giving us crossplay. Let's hope that Anthem gets crossplay one time. That's a choice that I would choose. But back to the session at hand, let's talk about all of the different ordinances you can put into this launcher. First, we have the high explosive mortar. Launches an explosive projectile that deals heavy area of effect damage. Then we have the burst mortar. Fires a volley of smaller mortars that spread out to pummel a wider area of effect. We also have the firewall mortar. Fires a specialized mortar round that ignites a wall of flame, heavily damaging enemies that try to move through it. Next, we have the lightning coil strike. It strikes a single random target with an arc of electricity in the front of the Colossus, prioritizing targets with status effects. And last but not least, we have the shot coil. It emits waves of electricity out from the Colossus, damaging all nearby enemies. Man, these all sound really cool. I am gonna be jealous of anybody that's gonna jump in there and play with the Colossus day one. Me personally, I'm going Ranger and then probably gonna go Interceptor after that. But man, not gonna lie, this all sounds very good and juicy. But guess what guys, that's definitely not it. We still have the heavy assault launcher. This is another piece of kit that's gonna come standard and fully equipped on every Colossus that you buy. So the Colossus allows for the fitting of several wrist-mounted weapons that can complement its other destructive options. And guess what? The first option is going to be the heavy cannon. It fires a large rocket in a targeted direction. Next, we have the flamethrower. Unleashes a continuous stream of fire to ignite enemies. We also have the flank cannon. Barrage nearby enemies with a short range arc of projectiles. We have that great railgun. Devastates a single target with a forceful and precision kinetic round. And we have the acid splinter. It spells an acid projectile to damage enemies. This is all sounding really good. So just very powerful off the rip. Now we're winding down to the end of this video. As the prominent battle tank, the Colossus can support its allies by decreasing incoming damage or diverting enemy fire towards itself. These are the two supporting gear that you can have on your Colossus today. Battle Cry forces all enemies within a certain radius to divert their attacks to the Colossus while lowering their elemental and physical resistance. Then we also have the Deflector Pulse. Gives all nearby allies a damage resistant buff. This is going to be something that's really cool. The one thing I really like that they're doing in Anthem is they're really giving every character a way of being able to support their teammates. This is going to be something that is very welcome, especially in this type of game, and it really gives them the ability to ratchet up the difficulty, because if everybody has a way to basically support each other, we can get into a lot harder content. And last but not least, we have the ultimate ability of the Colossus, the Siege Cannon. Lancers can deploy a special ultimate ability that displays the true strength of their Javelin's exosuit. The Siege Cannon is ideal for clearing out smaller enemies, controlling enemies at choke points, or putting some extra damage on a boss. This doesn't seem small to me. As you can see, they are hitting the swarm, and this is really doing massive damage to it. Now that health bar is very big and very tanky, but you see it taking chunks out of it as it hits it with this barrage. So I can definitely see the area effect damage. If you got like a little chokehold, you could just drop this in there and just do a massive damage to a bunch of enemies. But this is going to be really good for single target damage. And guess what? I guarantee there's going to be more than just this in the game, because they always iterate on stuff like this as we play through it over the weeks and months and hopefully years of the course of this game. So guys, that is everything you need to know about the Colossus Javelin. Gonna be fun getting into this one. Like I said, beta's gonna start this weekend, so make sure you're in there to actually enjoy it with your friends. Everybody that gets into the beta will have at least a couple of different codes so they can share those out with people. Follow me on Twitter if you're not in there. I will actually have a couple of codes to give away to people, and that's gonna be something that's gonna be really cool. So thanks for watching this video, and sub to the channel if you haven't, and make sure you like this video if you like the content, because it always helps out the channel a lot. And I will see you in the next Anthem video. Peace.